Hey everybody, this is Mattie with Altcoin Buzz. Hope you're having a terrific day today. We're looking at a number of quick stories, including this one by Licia, looking at the fact that there's a brain drain happening on Wall Street. A lot of top talent, they're leaving the legacy firms and they're seeking greener pastures in the world of crypto and blockchain. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at Wirex, which has just introduced a new Ripple wallet that's actually getting a lot of positive attention. But as always, we begin on altcoinbuzz.io today with this story by Chris. Coinbase finds, quote, no misconduct with Bitcoin Cash listing. So this brings us back to December of 2017, as many of you in the Altcoin Buzz Army will remember. So according to the internal investigation from Coinbase and two, quote, well-known law firms, that's all we're told, there was no misconduct when the exchange listed Bitcoin Cash back in December of 2017. Coinbase will therefore take no action. So in December, Bitcoin Cash was trading on most exchanges for around $1,800. In the hours leading to Coinbase's announcement that Bitcoin Cash would be listed on their exchange, the price skyrocketed up to $9,000. This price action led many to believe that the price was inherently manipulated by Coinbase employees, as there were few people who knew of the upcoming listing. So that's basically a quintupling of the price. So in response to the backlash, you had Brian Armstrong, Coinbase CEO, that published a blog post, which I think is pretty straightforward. You can go back to it here and read what he said. So this is from December 20th, 2017. And really, I mean, this is just putting out fire. This is just damage control. Whether or not he's telling the truth, it's just saying, here are the policies at Coinbase. We are ethical in our business and our administration and our employee, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's exactly the response that you have to do in this kind of situation. I don't blame him for doing it, but is he being 100% honest? I don't know. So there's also talk of their trading policies in that, and Coinbase announced that it would launch an investigation, which includes two, quote, well-known law firms into the situation. That's all the information we have. It's just two well-known law firms, and it's an internal investigation. So take that, with a grain of salt, at least I would. According to a company spokesperson, quote, Coinbase would not hesitate to terminate an employee or contractor and or take appropriate legal action if evidence showed our policies were violated. So then you have today, all that kind of talk can end because according to Coinbase, the investigation revealed no misconduct from employees. According to an anonymous person close to the situation, all results were conveyed to employees via a staff lawyer in a company meeting last week. Quote, we can report that the voluntary independent internal investigation has come to a close and we have determined to take no disciplinary action. Okay. And then as Chris points out, I mean, I will give Coinbase credit. They handled the latest. So when they said that they were exploring 5 new coins, we've talked about that recently on Altcoin Buzz. They did handle that much better because apparently they only released that information to their employees at the same time as that same information was disseminated publicly. So at least this time around, they're handling it better. But I still find this whole investigation is a little bit of a joke. I mean, it's an internal investigation. It's with, quote, 2 well-known law firms. So again, take that with a grain of salt. But if you want to read more about that on Fortune here, you can. These going on at length about the results of this internal investigation. But as of right now, Coinbase finds no insider trading of Bitcoin Cash. So there you have it. In other news here by Licia, top talents prefer crypto to Wall Street. So a Wall Street career is arguably every aspiring financier's dream. Blue chips, expensive buildings, fancy offices are magnet-like, or maybe not. This is the question that Michael Chang, who leads Waxman's strategic advisory group, poses as he explains why uncertain futures in blockchain startups rule the day. So, quote, there's a first-of-its-kind trend happening right now on Wall Street. Top executives from the world's leading multinationals, including the Big Four, are showing signs of mass exodus from old-school investment banking and are consulting for a chance to join the blockchain startup movement, he writes. So thus, Matt Huang, capital partner of Sequoia, announced that he will create a cryptocurrency fund. And before that, you had Ander Baldet, JP Morgan Chase's blockchain executive, had left her company in order to create a decentralized app store, Clover. And her former colleague, Chris Mattie, an ex-vice president of Goldman Sachs, also called it quits and decided to start a crypto asset management firm. Then there is Chang himself, who used to work at Jefferies Technology Investment Banking. And I suppose it's what you're into in terms of a career. but there certainly is a lot of potential in blockchain. And if you're already kind of working hard hours, and I'm sure you're doing well at one of these legacy firms, Goldman Sachs is listed here in the examples, I'm sure you have a pretty good standard of living. But if it's a question of building something up for yourself, and maybe you're a big picture kind of person, you're looking to the horizon, a lot of personalities are attracted to that, and so it's understandable. Quote, I have now launched the strategic advisory group at blockchain professional services firm Waxman, along with Franklin B., former vice president and blockchain strategy lead at JP Morgan. So Alicia goes on to write here about the big question, why is it that you'd want to do this? Again, it comes down to personality traits. It comes down to the real potential that this scene has. So I mean, it's a case-by-case decision that employees and individuals have to make. In 2017, blockchain jobs tripled, and 2018 is showing no signs of slowing down, with the first half of the year seeing a flight of young traders from Wall Street choosing career paths away from traditional firms. Chang writes, there are indeed new blockchain jobs emerging. We're actually going to link to some of those in the description below. Quote, many corporate executives recognize this monumental growth and are frustrated with the speed at which Fortune 500 companies are approaching blockchain and cryptocurrency, instead of wanting to lead the change from the ground up. So it's one thing, maybe you're an employee of JP Morgan Chase, and yes, there are signs, okay, they filed a patent, this and that, but I mean, these legacy firms are not nearly going to be as quick or as responsive as your own business, your own startup that is exclusively devoted to the cryptocurrency blockchain space. And that's understandably why a lot of people are wanting to move into it. You can read about more of that here, from Wall Street to crypto, why top talent is moving to blockchain. This, in fact, is written by Michael Chang. And then you have the website here, Waxman, that represents Chang's group where he currently works. So check that out. It's an interesting read. This is behind a paywall, apparently, but the Financial Times was our resource, our reference as to how blockchain jobs tripled in 2017 and are only slated to continue growing this year in 2018. And then you have news here again from Licia. This goes back to May, over 2 months ago, but 6 hot blockchain jobs to look out for, especially if you're a programmer, guys, or a coder or a developer of some sort. If you speak some of these programming languages, I am amazed by how much demand there is for people now that are forward-looking, that are getting their projects up and running. A lot of the front-end development is happening now with so many of these startups and these projects. So even if you're not a coder, maybe you're a program manager, maybe you're somebody that's good at managing human resources, there's a lot of opportunity out there, and there's 6 solid examples here as provided by Alicia. So you can look into that if you're interested in lending your professional talents and aptitudes to the blockchain space. Let us know what you think about that below, guys. Would you prefer working for a legacy firm or doing your own thing, maybe having a high-risk, high-reward startup situation? Let us know. Finally, today, Wirex introduces Ripple Wallet, article here by Christopher. Wirex, a UK provider of cryptocurrency wallets linked to physical and virtual Visa debit cards, introduces the Ripple Wallet. And then you have, in a recent blog post from July 23rd, Wirex announced the introduction of the Ripple Wallet, saying, quote, you can now buy, sell, and exchange and deposit Ripple XRP using the Wirex app. We're the only digital money platform that lets you exchange and spend Ripple like traditional currency in-store and online. Kudos. So with the new XRP wallet, users can easily convert XRP to fiat and spend it with their Wirex card. They can also buy, sell, exchange, and deposit XRP directly in the app. Yesterday, Wirex tweeted that they have seen US $2 million worth of XRP deposits on Wirex in the last 12 hours. Wirex co-founder Dmitry Lazarishev says, quote, Ripple's stability and the innovative technology behind it was the main reason that we chose XRP to be our next altcoin offering. Its incorporation into banks, payment providers, digital asset exchanges, and corporates is what makes it stand out from other cryptocurrencies. So that may be a point of contention. Let us know whether you agree or disagree with that in the comments below. But either way, kudos to Wirex. You can check them out. Their website is here. We're going to link to that in the description below, of course. And the tweet in question that was referenced, we've seen $2 million worth of XRP deposits on Wirex in the last 12 hours. So congratulations to Wirex for that implementation and collaboration with XRP. Let us know, guys, if you are excited. No matter how you look at it, though, yes, as Crypto Sarah has pointed out here, the future is inevitable. So I've not seen this particular cartoon before, but it's pretty funny. So future generations of Bitcoin families, I guess, are checking out the prehistory section at a museum. Look at this dense skeletal structure of the dollar. Quite amazing. But yes, just pointing out the fact that the dollar and I guess the British pound here, if you follow the shape of the spinal column, yeah, they're dinosaurs, they're old news, they're relics of the past. It's just a matter of time till the Bitcoin families come around and start taking pictures, right? Something along these lines. If you like this kind of thing, guys, do be sure to follow Crypto Sarah. She puts out some funny stuff and great informative content as well, there's no doubt. Do be sure you're also following Altcoin Buzz and Altcoin Buzz News on Twitter, guys, as well as Telegram, Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Make sure you're up to speed by following us because we put out the latest. With that, ladies and gentlemen of the Altcoin Buzz Army, let us know your thoughts below. So much that we covered today. Would be curious to hear your perspectives. And as always, if you choose to invest, I wish you happy investing. We will see you again soon in a new video. Take care. Have a great day.